Hello, everybody. I just had to try to convince a 5-year-old that I really was Superman, and I failed. So, Cole, wherever you are out there, young man, I failed again. He wouldn't believe me no matter what. Well, thank you all for being here. I guess I was here 2 years ago, right? I was here about 2 years ago, and it's not something you hear about Pittsburgh all the time, but everybody's so nice out here. It's true, so far, except for that guy. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. He looks like he can take me, that's why I said that. So I'm very happy to be back, and let's go ahead and start asking some questions. I'll answer
some questions. Just come right up here. We're going to do the questions right over here. So your question.
How can your Superman compare to the new one played by Henry Cavill?
Well, I can kick his tail. No, I'm kidding. No. Henry's great. Henry's fantastic, and I think Man of Steel, I think, was a very good film. Very different in tone and in intention, I'm sure. He plays it very well with the angsty, I'm an alien who doesn't belong here, and I mean, some of the images in that film were so iconic and so great. On the television show, we had it was much more about humor and about romance, first and foremost. So that's where it's completely different. I didn't think there was any humor or romance in the Man of Steel, but I thought Henry was very effective. I think he did a great job as the character. And I think it's going to be really interesting to see what they do with Batman versus Superman, if it ever comes out. I guess it's like 2016 now or something like that. That's a
March.
But that's 2016. We haven't even seen 2015 yet. That's a long time out. So I don't know why it's taking so long, but I hope it's a huge success.
How did you start your acting career?
That's a very good question. I grew up in a family that was full of actors and directors. My father's a director, my mother's an actress. A lot of the kids that I grew up with, I grew up in Malibu, California. Yeah, I know, poor me. I was born in Detroit, Michigan, so at least I started off tough. And then when I was about 5 years old, I ended up in Malibu, California. And my dad was a director, and I was just around the business. So it's kind of like if your father was a carpenter, you'd know how to make things with wood, I suppose. I was exposed to a lot of filmmaking. It will be there in a second. I was exposed to a lot of filmmaking, and I was around it my whole life. We're going to grab the manager's office in a second. How'd you do that? How did you do that? Magic, my friend. So it was kind of a natural progression for me. I wanted to be a professional football player, which I was for a short time, and I was injured my rookie year early on, and so then I knew I was going to work in film. I just didn't expect to have to get into it so quickly, and that was it. So I grew up in it, and then after I finished college, I decided I didn't want to go work on Wall Street. I didn't want to have a real job, so I decided to be an actor.
What was your reaction whenever you got the role of playing Superman in Lois Clark?
I was very excited. You know, it was the kind of thing where someone tells you, don't stick your hand in the fire because the fire's hot. When you're like, the fire's hot, I don't really know what that means. Until you stick your hand in the fire and you burn yourself. Then you really understand what it means to stick your hand in the fire. When I was told that I got the role, I was just shocked because I had a job, first of all, and I was very excited to have a job. And as an actor, when you're a young actor, that's the number one thing. And then to play somebody who's so iconic, the most iconic superhero, I think, in the world for Americans, for sure. It was amazing. And I was ecstatic. I didn't really understand. I was with my buddy, and we went on a ski trip right afterward. And we're going up the ski lift, and we're kind of quiet, and the wind's blowing, and it's a little bit snowy, and he just looks at me and goes, for the rest of your life, you will be associated with Superman. People are going to call you Superman. I was like, that's just really weird. And now it's not that weird. Now it seems pretty normal. So maybe that's weird. And it was great. I was just very, very excited, and I didn't realize how much work I was really going to have to do. But I was really excited, and I continue to be very excited to be even associated with the character. Even though you have a Batman shirt on, by the way. But I appreciate it. I did strangle you in your picture because you deserved it, Batman.